All right, guys, so what I'm doing here, I don't know if I got those yet or not. Like I said, I was getting ready for the unistrut, which is this handy stuff right here. So this is gonna get, let's see if we can get that in the shot here. But this is gonna get mounted here after it gets powder coated black. We've already put everything up and tacked it all up so that we have the right pieces in the right order and everything fits nice. And now what I'm doing is, before I took it down, I just tapped it a little bit with the drill to mark where all these holes were going. And now that that's down, so that I don't scratch that unistrut by trying to drill up between it, because it's going to be painted black, I'm going through and drilling these out, and I came up with this little jig here. But I got a washer and I've got a socket, and I put that on there so that when that washer hits the wood, it stops spinning and the socket spins, so that I don't put marks on the bottom side of the wood. I think that the unistrut would hide that, but I've drilled stuff before and marked it up, and I thought, well, I'll just do it this way and keep myself from marking it up. But here is the bridge that goes to the master side of the house upstairs. Kind of had this idea of just having a catwalk or a bridge going to the master side. I thought would be kind of cool. So that's the portion that I'm drilling right now, and you'll get to see how crazy exciting it is to drill stuff out. Let me tell you, I've got a million of these little things that have to get done, stuff that I'm doing and not hiring out. Got to get the anchor bolts in that back wall. Got to get the vents cut in upstairs into this floor. But if I don't pick something away every day or a couple things every day, we're not going to hit our deadline of Christmas to be in the house. So busy bee, back on my head. All right, guys, we finished pre-drilling for the unistrut, and now we're heading off to cutting the holes for the vents that are going to come through this rough sawn white oak. We're going to put 3 vents up here, and I was having a hard time figuring out how I was going to cut through 3 inches, because a skill saw ain't going to go through there. A jigsaw, the blades are like this long, so I don't know how that's going to work. So I went to the old lumber yard parts store and found this bad boy. Check that out. This jigsaw blade is freaking massive, and we're going to see how this bad boy works. Here goes nothing, ladies and gentlemen. That is why we needed the big jigsaw blade. Holy buckets, look at how thick that is. Stuff is massive, and oh, it smells good. Rough sawn white oak. Been using oak to heat my wood, or to heat my house, for many years, and I just love the smell of cut white oak or red oak. Now, you might be wondering, man, the guy uses a Milwaukee and he uses a DeWalt. I don't really care, whatever works for someone, but my buddy that lives here on the property, he chooses DeWalt. I choose Milwaukee. I prefer Milwaukee. I think they come up with some pretty awesome stuff and all these cool different tools. But when someone has a DeWalt jigsaw that's cordless, you use it. So now to the reason I'm cutting these out, and I'm cutting them out larger than the vents, and the ductwork that has to go through, is we're putting these angle iron brackets that I had my buddy Wally the welder, who you guys have met. I had these made by him. Just yesterday he whipped these out for me. And this is so that I have something to bolt to, because as you can see, we're cutting through most of the board and we've just got this little bit left. Well, this is anchored to this side, and it's anchored to an I-beam that's like 6 feet away, 8 feet away. Well, I'm not afraid this is gonna break, but I want it to be beefy. So, had these made, and woo, nice job, Wally. She fits like a glove. Got these in here so that I can bolt these to here, and then I have one for the bottom as well. And then I can kind of basically have made a clamp so that I don't have to worry about these boards moving, or God forbid they break. I don't know how that's going to happen. But so now that we got all 3 of those done, now I can start pre-drilling the holes for the screws that are going to go in there, and then we'll have those sandblasted and powder coated black, and there'll be a nice chute or a nice passage for the HVAC guys to run their vents, and then we'll put a cover over the top of that, or I should say run their ductwork through and then put a vent on the top. Check this out, guys. How freaking awesome is that? Look at that huge window. Once again, if you didn't catch on the other video, that window from Pella, brand new, is $7,000. And we went to that second-hand place, and it's a new window. Someone just didn't want it. But we paid $190 for that window. I mean, I hope nothing ever breaks it, because I don't know if we'll be able to afford to replace it. But we've got, right now, like I had said earlier, we're working on these angle iron pieces, or not angle iron, square tube that's gonna trim this out, and we're actually test fitting them before they go to the sandblasters and get powder coated. So we're kind of shaving some high points down so that they fit in there really nice, so that Wally the welder can come weld these in. And I cannot wait to show you guys what we're doing with this. This is that powered window that gets frosted. As you can see, there's some coiled up wire there, and that is for the power to the window. So this is a commercial framed unit. Right now we've got plywood in there because it sounds like it's going to be a few months before we get that window. But check out this view, you guys, through these windows. These are the windows that I got for free. These are 8 feet tall. The center section is 16 feet wide, and then those are, the ones on the edge are 2 foot by 8 foot. But check out that amazing view of all the garbage that I've got sitting in my yard. If you can see it or not, I don't know.
Busy. Ian is working his tail off. Thank you so much for all that you do, honey. You are amazing. I am on kid patrol, getting kids to sports. School has started. Youth has started for them. Girl Scouts is starting. So I'm shuffling them, getting him fed, working for On-Sider Glass Company. So I have my own list of stuff. I'm starting to do interior stuff with picking out our vanities. I can't believe that it is September 19th and we are going to be in this house December. Everything just keeps going like a well-oiled machine like we've been doing. So I just want to kind of show you around, show you some of the sheetrockers, HVAC's working on there today, show you what we got going on. Okay? with that little classic hexagon. Of course, the subway tile we've gotten here then too. So kind of some classic looks I have going on in the kids' bathroom. And again, amazing work. I can't wait for you to see this herringbone. And we have it done with the grout and all cleaned up, of course. Start of this gorgeous shower we have going on here. The larger hexagon will be in there. So you can see a lot of beautiful colors. Great design. Floor here for the laundry room. Again, just gorgeous. Like those wood floors. I am actually going to be going on vacation with some friends. So they're starting framing today. By the time I get back, it will be done. It'll be such a reveal to see how it's looking even more like our house. I can't wait for you to see it too.
I want to introduce you to my friend Luis here. Luis is the one that took care of all of our sheetrocking and taping and all of our painting, all of our finishes in here. And I can't wait for you guys to see the entire house. It turned out absolutely amazing. Luis and I had met a few years ago on a dirt road. Can you tell us?
Yes. This guy speak Spanish to me. That was kind of really cool, and I feel like he was a nice guy. And we start talking and all kind of stuff. And then he invited me to come and see his house too, and meet his kids and family, beautiful family that he has, and we become a really good friends.
Before you know it, I was invited over on Sundays for their taco, afternoon outdoor flat grilling outside with their tacos, and let me tell you, bang out tacos. Your mother-in-law, oh my gosh. I don't know if it was just your mother-in-law cooking, but those tacos were amazing. So, and there's just something about Luis, and I just kind, humble people and good people to just have around. And Luis said, Ian, if I can help in any way, I want to work on I want to help you on your house. And I said, well, what do you do? And he said, well, we paint. And I said, well, I'm looking for someone to do sheetrock. He said, oh, we do that too. And I thought, oh, sweet, this is awesome. So Luis ended up taking care of all the like I said, all the sheetrocking, the taping and mudding, and you'll see probably during us talking, the process of all these different things, and it was amazing to watch these guys work. But the finished products, that was when Luis came in to really shine with him and his sister and their employees, and the finished product in here is absolutely gorgeous. And I wanted Luis to tell you what he used and why he used it. We used a couple of different products in the house as far as paint, and obviously we're painting containers, so we took a different process with that. So if you don't mind telling us what you did in the house here.
Yeah, so basically when Richard showed me his beautiful home that he built with the containers, I saw that was like huge space, so we used different type of paints. Once we use CHVs or ceiling paint, which is flat, and then we use matte finish for the walls. We use Duration. That's a pretty good paint. I love it because it's one of the best in my own opinion. I love it because every time you gotta do the touch-ups, they just blend it in as well, really well, and we don't have to deal with like cutting and redo the whole walls. And plus, my favorite thing about this is washable. Like people, like little kids, whatever, they'll touch that wall and then they get dirty, you can just wipe it down quick and easy. I like that. And then for the containers, basically we use primer first, so because we got a primer, and then after that we just use Duration, matte finish, and tap in those. Yeah.
What you had some concern about the light in here, and
right.
So you kind of steered us away from that real shiny finish. Why did?
Right. Well, first of all, when I was just kind of spoke to your wife, she asked me my opinion about like the shims, that kind of stuff, Of course, when I see these beautiful homes, you guys have like huge windows. You know, I know for a fact there's gonna come through a lot of lighting in the mornings, that kind of stuff. So basically, I don't, in my own opinion, I don't like to be like eggshell or satin, that kind of stuff. Whatever they got sheen right on it, just because it's gonna be so much light, and then you can see any little imperfection. Even when you do the best you can do about drywall mounting, taping, sanding, and everything, you still gonna see little things. And with this paint, it hides a lot of paint. A lot of imperfections. Sorry. Yeah. So that's what I like it. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Talk about a company that comes in and what's the name of your company?
Montes Painting.
Montes Painting.
Yep.
And so I'm telling you, from my point of view, if you're in this Minnesota area and Twin City area, and you need some painting done, these guys were absolutely phenomenal. So thank you for this beautiful product that you.
Thank you for trust us and this beautiful home. Appreciate you guys a lot, especially you and your wife and kids. You guys are amazing. I think you and your family are most. They are the most general, like really nice people that I got to meet in life. And then, by the way, sorry for my English. Hopefully, everybody understands me. But you guys,
I hope you understand. I think we understand. You guys rocked. Thank you so
Appreciate it,
much.
sir.
I love you, man. I
Love you
love
too,
it.
man.
I love you.
Take care.
Take care.
Hey everyone! Usually have my main man Ian, but just me finishing off the video today. Special thanks to Jerry and the framers for coming out and doing some final work for us so we could get the mudding, the taping, and the painting going. Again, thank you Luis for your company and all the crew that came out to do this final finish. You can see we have the white trim, gray walls, and then they touched up on the black beams. It's a lot of cool neutral tones that are in our home, but I can't wait for you to see the furniture that I've picked out. That's what I'm bringing in, a lot of the warm woods, warm bright colors into this space, so it should have a really good complement with the neutral walls and finishes that we have. And next week we will be having washi commercial finishes coming out. They're going to be doing the floors, so you're going to see that final product. And then Twin Rivers cabinets, we've had these delivered, they're being installed. This is probably one of my favorite projects, personal favorite projects that I've worked on. And thank you so much, Joe. And any company that we work with, when they're featured on our videos, we have in the information section on the YouTube video itself. You go down, you can see links to their websites, contact information. If there's any companies that you're not seeing that you want to get a hold of or not sure how to find that information, just comment and we will send you a personal message or email with that information. So thank you guys once again for watching. Only bad news I have is we will not be in by Christmas. So we'll start off January 2024 in this space. Thanks again for watching. Caviar Taste on a Sunfish Budget.